TV soap news and spoilers say that secrets have a way of unraveling in Salem. And when deception is at play, the truth is never far behind. In the latest twist, Xander Cook may be on the verge of uncovering a stunning betrayal, one that could change the course of his relationships forever. As suspicions grow and tensions mount, the question remains, will Xander finally learn the truth about Philip Kiriakis' fake letter? And if so, what will he do about it? The drama begins when Xander inadvertently overhears a conversation between Philip and Stephanie. At first, the discussion seems innocent enough, but something about Stephanie's hesitant tone and Philip's controlling demeanor sets off alarms in Xander's mind. He may not know the full details yet, but one thing is clear. Stephanie is keeping something from him, and Philip is at the center of it. Xander, never one to ignore his instincts, starts putting the pieces together. He notices that Stephanie appears on edge whenever Philip is around, her eyes darting nervously as if she's afraid to let something slip. Meanwhile, Philip carries himself with a smug confidence, as though he has the upper hand in a dangerous game. Xander doesn't yet realize that the fake letter Philip orchestrated is the root of this deception, but he knows one thing for certain: something isn't right. Driven by curiosity and a growing sense of unease, Xander sets out to uncover the truth. He starts pressing Stephanie for answers, using his charm and persistence to break down her defenses. Stephanie, caught between her loyalty to Philip and her own conscience, struggles to maintain the lie. But Xander is relentless. The more she hesitates, the more convinced he becomes that she's hiding something significant. As Xander digs deeper, Philip becomes increasingly aware that his secret is in jeopardy. He watches as Xander lingers around, asking the wrong questions to the right people. Realizing that his carefully laid plan could crumble at any moment, Philip takes drastic measures to keep the truth buried. He warns Stephanie to stay quiet, reminding her of the consequences if Xander ever finds out what they've done. But despite Philip's intimidation, Stephanie begins to waver. She never intended to be a part of something so deceitful, and Xander's persistence is making her guilt impossible to ignore. The tension finally reaches its breaking point when Xander stumbles upon undeniable proof of Philip's deception. Perhaps it's a slip of the tongue from Stephanie, or maybe Xander finds an overlooked piece of evidence. Whatever it is, the moment of revelation is explosive. The anger that has been simmering beneath the surface erupts into a fiery confrontation between Xander and Philip. Xander, his voice shaking with rage, confronts Philip directly. "You lied to me. You manipulated people I care about, and for what? Your own selfish agenda?" he demands, his fists clenched as he fights the urge to let his fury get the best of him. Philip, ever the smooth talker, tries to deflect. "You don't understand, Xander. It's not what you think." "Oh, I understand perfectly," Xander interrupts. "You framed me. You let me suffer while you sat back and watched. And Stephanie, she went along with it, didn't she?" His gaze flickers toward Stephanie, who can barely meet his eyes, the weight of her guilt crushing her. Philip, realizing that his control over the situation is slipping, resorts to desperate measures. "This isn't going to end well for you, Xander," he warns, his voice laced with both arrogance and fear. "You're messing with the wrong person." But Xander, far from backing down, only steps closer. "No, Philip, you're the one who should be afraid. Because when I'm done with you, everyone in Salem will know exactly who you are and what you've done." With the battle lines drawn and the truth now out in the open, the fallout is inevitable. Will Xander take Philip down once and for all? Or will Philip find a way to weasel his way out of trouble yet again? And where does this leave Stephanie, caught between two men, each demanding her loyalty? Our TV channel Soap News and Spoilers is the place for those who want to know how the Salem story goes, as well as great Days of Our Lives updates and news. So subscribe to our channel to get what you want. Bye-bye.